Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of my brand new podcast, Title Bending. I have with me my friend Sean.
Hello there.
And my friend Victor.
What's good?
Today we're going to be talking about pretty much anything. I have some notes here with me. We're going to be talking about the Grinch. So we recently just went to go see the new Illumination, How the Grinch Stole Christmas movie, and then we compared it to watching the Jim Carrey Christmas movie, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and we're going to do some comparisons today for your enjoyment. So any opening thoughts before I launch into it?
Yeah, I'd just like to say that Illumination's Grinch was a family fun movie that wasn't really the Grinch.
No, you're right. It was family friendly, but like the whole thing was that like they really I know the Grinch is for kids already, like it's a fucking Dr. Seuss book. Like it's meant for kids, but like the Jim Carrey Grinch was like I don't want to say edgy, but he was more enjoyable to watch, whereas Illumination played it really safe. Like they were like, how can we make the Grinch the most dumbed down, relatable character that can appeal to the most amount of kids while keeping the animation flashy enough for the kids to see all the different colors, even though the Grinch is supposed to be like dark and bleak. His cave is supposed to be black and like dark. And then the opening scene for Illumination's the Grinch is just him waking up and like the sun's peering in through the cave. It's like that was the first offense that I saw.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice looking cave in comparison to what Jim Carrey's Grinch offered with the old dark aesthetic.
Yeah, they played it very safe, which is the Grinch isn't supposed to be relatable. Let's do that one, because like this is something. The main issue that the two of us had with the movie was that the Grinch was not a Grinch. He was not bitter. I mean, of course, he tried to steal Christmas, but I mean, that's what he does. They have to put that in. They tried to make him feel more of a like depressed, like because what it was that he was try not to make a whole lot of background noise, by the way. He was depressed because he was an orphan, right? And so was the Jim Carrey Grinch, but like he wasn't then treated with disdain from all the classmates and like made fun of because of his hair. Like he was just a kid who didn't have parents, who didn't get to participate in Christmas, and he was sad. And like he gets like there's one scene where he like gets launched into the crowd of all the Who's, and he starts having fucking PTSD.
Yeah, full out panic attack in the middle of everything.
Because everyone's having fun, and it reminds him of his bad childhood memories. That's not the Grinch. That's like a really depressed, really sad person. There's a difference between being depressed, and there's a difference between being the Grinch. And I feel like Illumination really missed his entire character with that.
Yeah. Like, you can argue that both stories with Illumination and Jim Carrey, they both had, like, orphan Grinch in a way. Well, really, it was the Grinch found parents from whatever stork. And he was basically bullied into the way he was, but he didn't become, like, introverted. It's not like he was like, oh, God, I don't know how to react. I've always wanted this, but I've never been able to get it because orphan, you know? Nah, he was just like, everybody here sucks, so I'm just going to
I'm going to suck, too.
Yeah, I'm going to suck and ruin their happiest day.
Yeah, which is more in line with the Grinch. I know Jim Carrey took a lot of, like... Jim Carrey. Well, I actually don't know who directed the movie. Jim Carrey's Grinch. His film had a lot of like things that were added on. Like if we're looking at it from the book perspective, then there were a lot of things that were added to Grinch's character that weren't in the original book because he didn't really. I don't think he got a backstory, did he?
No, the original Grinch from the book, absolutely not. No, it was just a character that was 2 sizes too small in the heart. And then he stole Christmas, and then he saw everybody being happy.
And then he was like, "Wow, shit! Well, I want to be happy too."
Yeah, and then it grew 3 sizes. And
3 sizes. He had an extra side. He survived.
Yeah, he survived a borderline heart attack.
Yeah, we kept joking in the movies about how like. Because his heart keeps shrinking. Like, there's a scene in The Grinch where he's like, yes, 2 sizes too small. And then it grows 3 sizes all in one scene. It's like your body wouldn't be able to sustain that type of disarray. You would go into fucking shock.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, this isn't realism. This is fucking Whoville.
It's Illumination. It's the mind of Dr. Seuss.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. We're just making fun of you because we want to include you in any.
I haven't seen the movie.
Keep talking. Keep talking. What do you think about the Jim Carrey Grinch?
I saw it 4 years ago, I think. I liked it. It
You
was
liked
good.
it?
Yeah, it was good.
What scenes do you remember from it?
I remember the sled being on a cliff.
Yes, the climactic, the greatest climax ever.
The dreaded sled cliff scene.
I remember that. I remember there was music in it, right?
Yeah, plenty of music.
Do you remember when the Grinch takes some mistletoe and puts it on his butt and says "pucker up, Whoville"?
Yeah, and then the
And then he shaves the mayor's head and the mayor faints.
Yeah, and then the fucking town hot babe is like, oh, and
She faints
out.
too. Wait, no, it's her that faints. The guy's
Yeah.
just like, get this Grinch out of my city.
Yeah, but we all know she fainted because she wants to do it with the Grinch, with Jim Carrey specifically behind the Grinch mask.
That probably wasn't an act. She was probably just like,
Yeah, she probably was actually swooning over Jim Carrey.
I mean, who wouldn't? He's great.
Oh, nah, I don't remember.
No.
I don't remember that part. I'm saying like
pass on the
I
Jim
don't
Carrey.
remember that part of the movie.
Wait, you don't remember the entire subplot where this chick wants to bang the Grinch?
She's like getting interviewed by Cindy Lou, and she's like, but he's like, do I have a crush on him? No, I don't. And Cindy's like, I didn't ask you that. And for real.
What happened in the new one though?
Happened in the new one?
The Grinch fucked Cindy's mom.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Dude. He did. Yeah, he did,
Well,
dude.
let's clarify, all right?
We thought he was going to.
Let's get to the basics. Spoiler alert.
Oh
By
yeah,
the way.
spoiler for the fucking Grinch
Yeah,
from Illumination.
if you
like
don't-
you're gonna go see that shit.
If you don't understand the story of the Grinch, they have their own twist, and their twist is that they spend the entire movie. They're talking about family, the Grinch, how he's an orphan, he's always looking at families. They bring up like several different pictures of families, right?
Yeah.
And they even have the reindeer, and they have this whole point where it's like, oh, he actually had a family this entire time.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. So
And we think that's gonna be it.
and at the
Yeah.
same exact time, we have Cindy or whatever her
Cindy
name
Lou
is.
Who, bitch, small bitch.
We have her spending the entire movie being like, I gotta catch Santa. I gotta tell him my wish. And basically, her wish
Her
sums,
witch is witch.
her wish sums up to I want my mother to be happy. So,
Yeah, I want you to make my mom happy. So I'll take it from here for a little bit. So think now you're an audience member. You see Grinch doesn't have a family. You see he really wants a family. You see him come across this little girl who really wants him to make her mom happy because she's lonely and she works a lot. So what do you think? What do you immediately think, Victor? I'm addressing you specifically. I was addressing the audience, but now I'm addressing you.
Like the wish that she wanted?
Yeah, what would your logical conclusion be if Grinch didn't have a family and he wanted one, and the girl wanted the Grinch to make her mom happy?
He's gonna join the family.
Exactly.
yes.
And so we guessed that at the start. Now you can go ahead and finish.
Yeah. Basically, how that happened was as soon as Sydney opened her mouth, I turned to Christian in the theater and I was like, the Grinch is gonna fuck her mom, isn't he?
And we were like, oh, that'd be funny. Because it started with a joke. As soon as she mentioned about how her wish was personal and didn't involve presents, we were like, oh, I want a dad. Where's my dad? Haha, funny. You know?
Yeah.
And then as it seemed more like that what was going to happen.
Yeah, it's like the build up. Every time the family was brought up, I was like, oh no, this is actually gonna happen.
Because they foreshadow it over and over and over again.
And what happens is that the movie technically doesn't end with any sort of correlation after that.
Yeah.
They just have the dinner like in the Jim Carrey film. It ends at the dinner. But the credits are where things get interesting. In the credits you see we have the Grinch doing many favors for the family, but not the family really, the mother specifically.
Because he promised he'd make her happy.
Exactly. So we see the Grinch sneak up some flowers up to the mother.
You didn't even see that.
I wasn't even looking, but
I was like, yo, he
Christian
brought
caught
the
that one.
flowers up to the door.
Yeah. That was the first sign. And we were like, oh, it's obvious. This totally counts, right? But it only got worse from there. So there was this scene at the beginning of the movie where the mom missed the bus, and they did the same scene again basically in the credits, only this time the Grinch came and basically bought her a new car.
Yeah.
And then finally, we like the very last one, we have the Grinch fixing up a kitchen, and I know at that moment I was looking at Christian. I'm like, it's the mom's kitchen, isn't it?
You don't fix a woman's kitchen if you're not already in her pants. That's what I'm
Exactly. Exactly. That
I'm
is
gonna
the
go
start.
fix a random chick's kitchen. I don't think so, dude. You ain't in that shit for money.
Yeah, that's how most porn start, right?
This is horrible. This is horrible.
Maybe we should stop this.
Let's, but no, but like it's funny because
I didn't say anything.
my mom can't be mad at me. I didn't say anything on your podcast, guys.
I didn't say anything.
Anyway, but it's true. You can't deny it's true, dude.
I'm not literally gonna say anything.
But it's just so stupid because the way that the movie and the Illumination movie ends, I know we don't have really much correlation between like I know we're not doing the points in chronological order, but like at the end of the movie, like he's talking about how he wants a family this whole time, the Grinch is, and what was it? He's talking about how he wants a family the whole time, and then at the end they're just like joining in the Christmas feast, and then he's like, at first I thought that I was lonely, but I was not because I have all of you, and he raises a toast, and they start eating, and that's how the movie ends. Now my question is, if you had just left it so that the Grinch didn't like need a family, like the whole movie, like that he wasn't obsessing over that last scene would be fine because it's how the book ends. But when you set up a precedent, and so many different times where the Grinch sees different families and gets sad that he didn't have one, over and over and over again, you expect at the end of the movie for his character resolution to be that he gets a family finally. But they're just like, Christmas cheer makes everyone happy. You don't need a family. Eat dinner at Christmas. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm overanalyzing the fucking how
Illumination.
the Grinch stole.
Illumination,
Yeah.
Illumination, aka low budget movies, as the quote. All right, we're gonna stop that. And this
Isn't
probably...
Doctor Strange Grinch?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Benedict
doesn't sound
Cumberbatch.
like him at all.
Yeah,
Benedict
it
Cumberbatch
doesn't.
doesn't sound this naked.
It doesn't sound like a
Alright.
Benner Boner Cumberdick.
Benner Boner. What the fuck did you just say? I don't.
Nah, he's a good actor. I'm not gonna lie.
He is, dude. I can't wait to see Doctor Strange 2. Fade into nothing.
Hey, we promised spoilers for the Grinch. Nothing else. All right.
Dude, Infinity War's been out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Or like almost a year.
Dude,
Endgame.
about that.
Endgame.
Yeah. What'd you
Yeah.
guys think?
That trailer was good.
Trailer was
I'm
good.
hyped. Yeah, it was good. I don't know, cause there was a lot of stuff that they didn't show, but I'd rather not know anything than know
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
Like remember Batman vs Superman? They showed the whole movie in the trailer.
Oh yeah, but that movie was garbage either
Anyway,
way.
yeah.
I wanted to give it so many points. I was like, I want this to be good.
I walked out of Batman vs Superman thinking it was one of the best movies I've ever seen. Only like 2 days later, I was like, wait a minute.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe I was blinded a little bit. But yeah, so back to the Grinch.
All right.
Oh yeah.
The Grinch is like, so we've pretty much. What other issues did I have with the Grinch? Oh yeah, the Max jealousy arc.
I was just about to bring that up.
The Max jealousy
the
arc.
Max jealousy arc.
Let me tell you.
There is a Max jealousy arc in Illuminations the Grinch.
All right, let me explain this. This movie is full of red herrings, basically, with the whole family. But if you thought that was the most pointless thing by the end of the movie, you have not seen the 5 minutes of the Max jealousy arc
The Max jealousy arc.
that never go anywhere.
So yeah, the whole thing is that he goes to get a reindeer. Long story short, and he finds one, and I think it's a moose. I think that's the joke. 'Cause it's not even a reindeer; it's a moose. But the moose starts living with Grinch and Max. And by the way, Grinch, not the Grinch, Grinch. He calls
That's
himself,
right.
He says, "I am Grinch." I am Grinch of the
Mind
Uchiha clan.
He throws fucking stars
Wait,
at the
what?
Christmas tree.
Hold
Yeah,
up,
he
hold
throws
up.
ninja stars at the Christmas trees to wrap them up, and so we were like, "I'm Grinch of the Uchiha clan."
I thought he said that he was Grinch from the Uchiha clan.
I shatter your Christmas tree. I slaughter your Christmas tree. Anyway, but so he calls himself Grinch. But anyway, what was I saying about Grinch? Oh yeah, the Max jealousy arc. So this I don't even remember what I think it was Rufus. What was his name?
It was Fred.
Fred. So Fred. God damn it, Fred. So he starts living with Max and Grinch, and he starts doing all the things around the house that Max does, but like better. And so you see Max have like a jealous face on. He's like, whoa. And then like the next scene, he's upset because the moose has taken up Max's spot at the dinner table. And he's like glaring at him. And then the very next scene, the moose is the one pushing the sleigh when they're rehearsing to like, yo, we gotta make sure we know our route so that we can go by all the houses on Christmas Day. So the moose pulls the sleigh. And you can see Max's face, and then halfway through the slapstick scene where he's getting dropped through a bunch of trees, because slapstick, that's fun for kids. But anyway, the minute that he stops, this is when the foreshadowing moment happens when he goes to see his family, and then he just walks off, and not to be seen again until the last scene. And then and then even in the last scene, the dog doesn't care. So this dog gets jealous for a collective of 2 scenes. Not even 2 scenes, probably 1 scene.
Yeah, it was...
But before the character just leaves, and the Max jealousy arc was not concluded. The Max jealousy arc must have been concluded in his own mind. Because we never...
The writer forgot to...
What are we going to do with this? Oh, just let the dog be okay with it. It's good.
All right,
That's
but
awesome.
can we talk about Max in the movie for
We
a
can,
second?
yeah.
Because, like, this is probably one of the biggest differences in, like, every single medium. Because, like, when you think Grinch and Max, you think the Grinch has him around because he's lonely, yeah, but the Grinch is kind of a dick to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Illumination movie, there's like scenes where he's, like, kind of mean.
Yeah.
But, like, immediately after, the Grinch comes back and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, Max.
Yeah.
And, like, they're trying... You can tell, by the way, at the end of the movie, when the Grinch gives the gift to Max, that they were trying to build it up like Max had been, like, put down by the
Abused.
Grinch constantly. But it doesn't work, because the Grinch...
Because they want to make him too safe.
Yeah, in every single scenario, the Grinch has come back, apologized, and treated Max nice. There is not a moment in the movie where the Grinch overly is mean to Max.
Remember, kids out there in the audience, remember 5 to 11-year-olds? Animal cruelty is wrong. The Grinch does it, but then he says sorry afterwards because he really doesn't want to abuse his little pup. It's like, why don't you just have the Grinch reel back and fucking slap the dog?
Okay,
like,
no.
Yeah, I know.
No.
That's a little too much.
I'm just kidding.
But, like, the Grinch and Max relationship, and not the Grinch, but, Grinch and Max.
Grinch and Max's
Yeah,
relationship.
versus the Grinch, Jim Carrey, is, like, night and day.
Yeah.
I would say. At least, one of the biggest moments of the film, we have...
A highlight.
In both of them, we have the Grinch deeming Max as the reindeer because in Illumination, of course, the actual reindeer / moose thing went with its family.
Just and then comes back randomly.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, we've already established that.
I know, but I want to say it again. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm not giving the Grinch my fucking time of day.
All right, but basically we have the scene where Max is deemed the reindeer. Now in Illumination's Grinch, it's definitely not as good as Jim Carrey's Grinch because we have like the Grinch being all prestigious and he's like, Max, my son,
Please
my
take up
child.
the pencil. My child, I will lift you up to the skies and you will become my reindeer.
Exactly. It's like it's basically a Medal of Honor ceremony.
Yeah.
But only with a reindeer hat, which is a helmet, by the way, that looks really stupid.
Yeah.
But you just see, like, the Grinch put the helmet on, and then Max is, like, beaming with pride, and it's just, like...
Like a dog would.
Yeah, it's just, like, the kid-dog thing, But, like, in Jim Carrey's Grinch, it's a really funny scene.
Yeah.
Basically, you've got the Grinch and Jim Carrey antics. He's got, like, a director's hat and chair and everything. And he's put the, like, Rudolph nose and a horn, and just a horn with a string on the dog. And he's like, alrighty, it's time.
Action!
Yeah, action! And he basically is setting Max up to be a reindeer.
Yeah.
And then immediately the dog just puts its paw to its nose and just
knocks the nose
throws
off. off
the nose. And then the Grinch just jumps up and he's like, brilliant! You rejected your own nose! Because, like, it's the Grinch stole Christmas. It's a really funny scene.
No, Jim Carrey Grinch is funny. That actually segues into me talking about the Jim Carrey Grinch. I have notes. I have a paper. So my first thing with the Jim Carrey Grinch is why it's way better than the Illumination one, is that he's a lot funnier, and he kept me laughing the whole way. And I understand that, right, like, when you have a kids movie and you go watch it and you're fucking 19 years old, you're not going to get the same amount of enjoyment as you would an 11-year-old who thinks a lot of, like, fart jokes are funny. Fart jokes and, like, I get hit in the face. Like, aha, it's funny, he got hurt.
Slapstick.
Slapstick, yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. I'm stupid. But, Jim Carrey is way funnier than anyone. Jim Carrey is way funnier than anyone on the production team. The voice actors, the animators, the director, anyone who could possibly be on that team, Jim Carrey is way funnier. He just does shit. And it's funny. He's absurdist.
Like, let's talk about the voice for a quick, just like a quick bit. Let's compare it, like, directly. We have Benedict Cumberbatch, who is like, not even
Max, I'm the Grinch. I'm gonna steal Christmas. See, yeah.
It sounds like he's trying to be Squidward.
Yeah. Max, he thinks I'm his friend. And then Jim Carrey's goes like, hold on, the Grinch. Mind if I use your finger for a bit?
Yeah, there is so much variation in Jim Carrey's voice.
Brilliant!
Like, Jim Carrey can make very funny voices with the Grinch, but he can also make very sinister sounding ones.
It's because I'm green, isn't it? Yeah. And then he goes from that to like I do need some social interaction, and he does a smile.
Yeah. He makes the Grinch look creepy. Grinch
Wait,
does
hold
not
up. Why
look
did they make
creepy.
fun of him when he was a kid? I remember they made fun of him when he was a kid in that movie.
Yeah,
In the Jim Carrey one?
Yeah, because he was all green, and then he shaved himself, and there was like...
It was like the kid's like, you don't have a chance, because he meets this girl that he likes, and the girl likes him back, and she's like, I love all the colors of Christmas, red and green, and she like caresses his beard, and it's really creepy because they're like 4. And then the fat kid walks up and he's like, you don't have a chance with her, you're 5 years old and you have a beard. And so he takes the razor and goes, zzz. And then the next morning he comes with a bag on his head, and they're like, take the bag off, and he takes the bag off of his head, and he's got like a bunch of like the paper towels like to his face because the shave cuts. And he's like, close shave. And he's like, and he like rages out.
He grabs the Christmas tree and yeets it
He
up the
literally
glass.
yeets the fucking Christmas tree out the window. We just dated that now with yeet. No,
shit.
that's okay. It's fine. Today is December 18th, 2018. That really dated
6 days till Christmas.
Oh shit, really?
And Christmas Eve, at least.
Oh boy, I haven't shopped. That's not good. Wait, hold on. Wait, a relative's happening to listen to this. First of all, I'm sorry. And second of all, I'm gonna go Christmas shopping soon. Don't worry. Yeah, he's just a lot funnier. Another thing, which we've kind of already segued into, is his compelling origin story.
The
Grinch's origin.
Okay.
Yeah, we literally. Well, no, he has a compared to the Illumination one, where it's literally just the Grinch was orphaned and he was in an orphan home and he couldn't celebrate Christmas and he got sad. That's it. That's the whole thing for Illumination.
I will say that compared to Illumination, I like the Grinch origin story more. But I don't think the Grinch should have an origin story.
He shouldn't.
Because
there wasn't one in the book.
never was one in the book
but
or the original animation.
I actually like the origin story in the Jim Carrey one. It's funny.
Yeah,
it's
funny.
Is it like the Lorax that came out a couple years ago? That had
Kinda, yeah.
The whole story of the one stiller.
Yeah,
yeah.
something like
that is the same
That's
studio
classic
too,
Illumination
so.
style.
I kind of like the Lorax. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
but I was like 12
Can
when
you
it
leave
came
my
out.
podcast?
I was like 12 when it came out.
Can you leave my podcast?
I will say, as a kid, the Lorax is a
Yeah, it
good
was good.
movie.
Don't get me wrong.
I speak for the trees. Get the fuck out of my house.
Wasn't Danny DeVito?
Yeah,
Lorax?
he was.
How could you not like that?
I
That's
speak
insane.
for the trees.
I'm the tree man. I speak for the trees. Oh, that's funny, right? Danny DeVito. Haha.
Danny DeVito is funny.
I love Danny DeVito, but every time anybody does a Danny DeVito joke, and I just did it, every time anybody does a Danny DeVito impression, they're always like, I'm the trash man. Haha, funny. I'm Danny DeVito. I use the same quote over and over again. But I don't know. He's cool. But yeah, I just think if you were to compare the Grinch's origin story from the Jim Carrey movie to the one in the Illumination film, it's like if you had like a sack full of whatever, a sack full of items versus the sack without the items in there. There's no substance to the sack without the items in there. There's at least, even if it's a bag of shit, you at least have a bag full of shit, whereas the Illumination bag is just a bag.
Hold
There's
up,
nothing in it.
Tell me something in the movie that I wouldn't believe was in the movie. I think you guys were joking.
The Grinch dual wields candy cane guns and shoots presents.
Because we were like, he came down all like gamers will no longer be oppressed. And he like shot the whole house and like bagged up all the toys, but he like
They were trying to make it look like some epic action scene. He grabs them off his back,
he had
twirls them, and he goes.
He had one candy cane katana, right? That also doubled as a gun.
It was also a flashlight and a helicopter.
Yeah, and then when he went into the next house, all of a sudden he had two mounted on his back like a fucking weeb. And it's just... That movie's rad, bro. I love Illumination. You get a thumbs up from me. You get a thumbs up from the Christian man. A thumbs up, 2 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 10 stars. From me, I'd go recommend it to all my friends and family. You did a fucking great job. Oh, that was in my ear. That's not gonna go good on the audio read.
Anyway, something you wouldn't believe. Something that would genuinely catch you off guard. We've already said the biggest one, the Grinch fucks the mom, but
yeah, I mean, implied. It's an implied fuck. It's a behind closed doors fuck.
Kids movie safe. They wouldn't just make the Grinch Sidney Lou Who's stepdad.
But there was so much. I just tried to stand up. Oh jeez, there was so much in that movie that was hinting to exactly that.
Yes.
Like, in the last scene where she's like, I'll tell you, like, when she's confronting Santa Claus, we were both like, no, don't say shit. But, like, and it didn't happen, so we were a little disappointed after we had... Anyway, but I'm sorry, I digress. Go ahead. Yep.
I really can't think of it. It's such a bland movie after
Is it better than Minions?
Did you just ask if it was better than Minions?
At least.
Fucking Shrek Retold is better than Minions.
All right, I mean...
but
have you seen Shrek Retold?
No, I have no idea what it is.
It's just literally the whole movie, but animators like animate over it.
Yeah, Christine Weston Chandler's in it.
My boy Christine Chan. What does she go by now?
Christine Weston Chandler.
But does she go Christine Chan, or is it still Chris Chan, or what's that?
I don't think she even uses the Chris Chan thing anymore.
It's upsetting.
Shrek 5.
I guess you could say she's working on it.
She's working on it. She's working on a nickname. She's working on it, dude. People just call me Chris Chan. They don't actually know my real name. I have a few people who literally have not called me Christian. They always call me Chris Chan, and I'm like, it's affectionate, so it's fine.
Maybe we shouldn't make this a Chris Chan podcast right now.
But no, I mean, well, we don't have to stay exactly on the script. But hey,
no, I'm just saying.
But I mean, if you want,
it's another rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah, we could do that as episode 2. All right, guys, episode 2 coming at you soon. Coming at you soon, live on the KTV, GTV, MTV.
I'll just leave Victor's question off on. It's so safe and bland that the most absurd things are the Christmas scene and the things that we pointed out, but only because we were making fun of the Grinch fucking the mom.
Kenan Thompson had a main role in the movie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Really?
He did.
Kenan, yeah, he's one of the guys. He's like a lumberjack looking dude, and he's like, "Oh, the Grinch, hold on."
He's like,
for real?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh man, Grinch, you're the best guy ever. I love you," and like he's oblivious to the fact that Grinch doesn't like him.
Kenan and Kel was good though.
Yeah, but I mean, he's good. I love him on SNL. He's really funny. He does a skit with Have you seen the Kevin Roberts skit on SNL?
No.
There's like, okay, so I digress for a little bit, but like he's like in a training, like FBI training simulation, and they have like live like robots that they're actually played by the actors on the scene. And it's like, oh, my cat ran into a tree, help me! And you're not supposed to shoot at her, but like then another guy will pop up and be like, I'm gonna steal your purse, and then you shoot at them, obviously. But then there's a guy that comes up and he's like, I'm Kevin Roberts, and I'm the coolest bitch in town. Anyway, again, this is horrible. We're just retelling SNL skits. But anyway,
what's the next point?
Yeah, okay, so we're still on the Jim Carrey Grinch. So it's true to the Grinch's character roots in Jim Carrey. He's a bitter old fuck. He's a he literally had every opportunity to date this chick and be fine and just say, I don't care about the people who bully me like everybody else does. But he just chose to be really bitter and shut everybody out, and that was the whole thing. So he's like the Grinch. He is a Grinch. He's not a depressed fool. But then the Illumination Grinch is like I said, he's depressed. He's not Grinchy. He has no bark. He has no bite. He's just a sad dude, which is again, it's fine. if you're gonna change the narrative. But they didn't give him a family. They had the same ending. It's very confusing as to who they want the Grinch to be. It doesn't feel like the same character. It feels like his son or some shit.
Ooh, I just thought of a good comparison. Let's go back to, on the Illumination side at least, let's go back to the point where he catapulted himself into the crowd and he's like, oh, PTSD. And then we have the Jubilation in the Jim Carrey film. And it's a very subtle difference.
Yeah.
But, like, we both have scenes where the Grinch is in a situation full of people and Christmas cheer doing yada yada. But I think this is the real testament here. In Illumination's The Grinch, he runs away because there is no mistaking the fact that this Grinch in Illumination is just an introvert.
Yeah.
Right?
An introvert. That's a good word for it.
Yeah. And then in Jim Carrey's film, he's
a dick.
grumpy. He's like a dick about it. But as it goes on, he gets more elated by it, like subtly elated, and like the whole like disorientation isn't from like PTSD or whatever. It's just that he's in a situation where there's so much cheer, which he definitely isn't used to, and only because he chooses not to be used to it. And then like when the jubilation is over and the mayor tries proposing to what is the chick's name? Martha or something?
Some lady.
Some
who.
Yeah, the hot
that
lewd...
who over there. What is that? TWOT.
Twat.
Twat.
No. That is something else completely.
Dude, I know what that means, bro.
But basically,
I'm educated on swear words.
In that one, we have the Grinch becoming a dick again, and he's not running away. He's just ruining the jubilation.
Exactly. He's very happy about it. He's the Grinch.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's hard to write a movie about... How long is the book for the Grinch? Like 20 pages?
I don't have it on hand. I don't have it on hand.
It's a very basic story.
Yeah, it's hard to come up with a huge movie about it. I don't know how they managed back with the Jim Carrey.
Dr. Seuss's writing, bless his soul, but he was very bare bone. I mean, I guess I guess he was writing for 2-year-olds. Yeah. But I mean...
Yeah, what about Green Eggs and Ham, which is just a book that uses only 50 words total?
Did you hear that I don't want to get this fact wrong, but did you hear that he cheated on his wife, and then when his wife died, he went to marry the woman he cheated on his wife with?
No, that's not. I don't believe that's right.
Here, let me look it up. You guys.
I do know that when he died, his wife got the rights, and that when they made the live action Cat in the Hat movie, it was so bad that she was like, "All right, pull the plug."
Oh my god, that movie was. Oh, that movie was really bad. I hated that movie.
Yeah, but
scared me when I was a kid too.
She basically pulled the plug and said, "That's it. No more live action Dr. Seuss movies."
Yeah. They also made a Horton movie, didn't they?
Yeah, but that one was.
I don't remember that one at all.
Was that DreamWorks? No, that might have been Illumination as well. Like young Illumination.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're stopping the Grinch analysis. I just found the most I don't want to call it shitty because I haven't read all of it, but it's an article by independentco.uk. The Grinch has a kind of adult secret that will definitely ruin Christmas.
Alrighty.
If this passed you by, just be glad you managed to maintain your innocence this long. This'll be good. This is some information you may regret learning. The Jim Carrey starring live-action version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 2000 has been hiding a very child-unfriendly secret this whole time. Considering Dr. Seuss's original tale of the Green Grump, hell-bent on ridding the inhabitants of Whoville of their holiday joy, ran to a total of 69 pages. Nice. It was inevitable some padding would have to be included to bring the tale to the big screen. Part of that filler material included some flashbacks to the Grinch's past, blah, blah, blah. He lands just outside the house of two sisters having their annual holiday get-together, and as a little baby Grinch looks in the window at the raucous party happening within, what does he witness? Oh, just some keys being dropped into a communal bowl, to the reaction of an obviously disturbed baby Grinch who just realized that his adoptive parents... to the reaction of an obviously disturbed baby Grinch who just realized that his adoptive parents-to-be are, as BuzzFeed points out, holding a party for swingers. No wonder it took so long for them to notice a baby hanging outside the window. Whose were all very much busy. Need more confirmation? Notice how on the first arrival of a baby to Whoville, the father takes a look and just shouts back to his wife, "He looks just like your boss." What exactly is going on in this hedonistic town? This is beginning to make the Grinch's famous hatred of Christmas significantly more understandable. He's probably still dealing from the trauma of having to witness a Whoville Key party. What the fuck is wrong with... Why do people have to ruin everything? As BuzzFeed points out, that put the nail on the coffin. I don't understand that.
That might have been satirical.
Yeah, I hope so, because that's fucking great. Okay, final point.
No, I just want to say that the Jim Carrey's Grinch, yeah, that's full of a bunch of adult humor. My personal favorite is when Baby Grinch is coming down in the same, like, scene. He's coming down along with the other babies, and then this baby drops on a porch, and then the dad runs out, and he's like, "Honey, the kid is here!" And then he leans down, and he's like, this expression of, like, confusion crosses his face, and he's like, "Why does he look like your boss?"
That was the joke that I just described from the article.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Sean's like, oh, aha! Did you remember you did that at the party? That was funny. Anyway, okay.
I blanked out during your description of the article.
Dude, you didn't hear how bad that was?
I heard about... All I heard was that swingers didn't notice the baby outside or something.
People just ruin everything.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to watch the Grinch, okay? I don't need swingers in my Grinch. Anyway, so the final point for the Jim Carrey Grinch being leagues ahead of the Illumination one. And if I think of more, I can bring them up. However, this is the only one I have written down. Grinch's dynamic with Cindy Lou is funny and interesting. And let me explain the reason why I put that. This paper's done now. The reason why I put that is because you see in Jim Carrey's The Grinch, they have a lot of scenes where he meets her, like the very first scene where he's in the mail room and he's like trying not to see her, and then he comes down, he's like the Grinch. It's like, it's humorous and it's comical, and she's like, "Ah, please don't, eat me." And he's like, "I'm not gonna eat you." But he pushes her into the... Does he push her into the mail chute, or does she fall?
No, he, like, wraps her up and then pushes her into the
No, he doesn't... Does he? No, he doesn't wrap her up. He saves her, and then when she's like...
No, he does wrap her up.
Oh, does he?
No, she falls into the chute.
Yeah, I know.
He saves her.
And then he wraps her up. You're getting ahead of me. So the whole point is that she's like, "Oh, the Grinch isn't that bad. He saved me. But, then he still also wrapped me up into a gift. But, like, to be mean." And then the next scene, she's like, "Maybe he's not that bad." And then he goes to his house or whatever, his cave, and he's trying to drown out the Christmas music. And she's like, "Yo, what's up, dog?" And he's like, "Oh, why is there a kid here?" And then they grow. Would you say that they grow as characters? Like, do you think they're a relationship?
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah,
that's like the beginning of it.
They're not about to like be super best friends, but like they're acquaintances with each other because she won't leave until he cheers up, and like. So just the whole thing is like it's cynical from the Grinch's side because he's like making jokes and like being the way that the Grinch is, and like it's like. But anyway, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought because some people are distracting me.
You're distracting yourself.
Anyway, so hold on. Yeah. So. Their dynamic is very satirical. I don't know if that's the right word, but like he's cracking jokes like the Grinch usually is. He's staying in character. And I think that's the biggest thing. He's staying in character with Cindy Lou, and then he grows to like her like he does in the book. But like in Illumination, she's just this kid, and he doesn't really have any disdain for her. But he's still like the watered down Grinch. So he's like, I don't want to be around you. Blah blah blah. Why do you like Christmas so much? Whatever. Yada yada. But then as soon as she starts mentioning her family,
he's like, "Oh
yeah." He takes kindly to her. He's not really supposed to take kindly to her. He's supposed to take kindly to her at the end. But like,
well, to be fair, they don't meet until the end.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But it's just
they have one scene in the beginning.
Yeah, where he's making fun of her about the letter that she's.
Yeah.
But Cindy Lou is a completely different character. She's way more extroverted than she is in Jim Carrey in the Jim Carrey's Grinch. But like, so there's that. The characters aren't even the same. They meet under different circumstances. They're not as... It's just not as interesting. I mean, you can say all you want that, maybe the dynamic is better or worse. But because he's not as upset with her on a normal basis. But I would argue that the fact that he starts out so upset with her and then immediately starts like to get to know her better and like kind of eases into being okay around her is what's more interesting to me, and I feel like stays more true to the book. Whereas the Illumination Grinch is just like, oh no.
They only have 2 scenes together, the beginning and the end.
Beginning and then like just after the end of the dinner and stuff.
And she's like, Mr. Grinch, I would love it if you came to my party and ate my dinner that my mom prepared.
She wasn't a Southern Belle, okay?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's a very creepy scene. What's that? I know that's from something. It's a very anyway. So you know, we would have all been better off if Grinch had just leaked the Smash Brothers roster and then ended the movie. Do you want to talk about that? Let's talk about that.
I mean,
It got me really hyped.
Yeah, for real.
And then the direct happened, and I was like, here's 2 characters. And look, I can't complain about it because we were getting like how many, like 70 plus.
yeah.
So I can't really complain about it, but I
But
don't
I'm
know.
still disappointed.
Yeah, it kind of just got
my
hopes
boy,
up
my
really
boy
high.
Shadow got done dirty. So
Yeah,
hard.
You want Shadow so bad.
Yeah, it's not because I like Shadow all that much. It's just because he's such an obvious pick for an Echo Fighter.
Yeah.
It seems like
It's frustrating for them not to put it in.
yes, exactly.
I actually like Shadow way better than Sonic.
Everybody does.
I'm Shadow.
Except that one time where he had that one game.
Oh yeah,
And Sonic Boom,
With
of
the
course.
guns?
Yeah.
With the machine
Shadow
guns?
the Hedgehog for GameCube and PS3, PS4,
It was PS2.
PS2.
Yeah, I'm gonna be day 1 for the Sonic live action movie. I'm gonna be in line for that.
Maria.
Oh, you know who's in that live action movie?
Chris Pratt.
Jim Carrey.
Oh, we brought it full circle again. Okay, so wait, before we end the Grinch talk, I want your poll. So, Illumination or Grim Carrey? Illumination or Grim Carrey?
Jim Carrey for sure.
I haven't seen the Illumination one, but I would say probably Jim Carrey.
Your
From the
answer
way-
is Jim Carrey. I'm
yeah,
answering
from
for
the way
you.
you guys are talking about.
And I'm Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey wins! He's the liar this time. Haha, funny reference.
But wait, challenger approaching. Not really.
What the fuck? What is... It's okay, so besides the Sonic movie, what is Jim Carrey doing?
He did Mr. Popper's Penguins in 2011. That's
Oh,
the last
God.
That's
Dude,
the last
please-
thing I remember.
Please don't.
Dumb and Dumber 2.
Oh, that's such a good movie, but that wasn't...
Dumb and Dumber
the second
2?
one?
What?
The
second one is not good.
Oh, I didn't hear you say 2.
Yeah, I made a 2 gesture at you, man.
Oh, he did fucking The Mask.
Yeah,
before
The Mask
he did
is great.
before he did Grinch.
I remember the mask.
But I want now.
He
What is
was in
doing now?
Anchorman 2 as like a cameo.
Oh yeah, bro, in Anchorman, he was one of the other.
He was like the Canadian News
Yeah.
Network or something.
But is he doing a movie now besides the Sonic movie?
I didn't even know he was in a Sonic movie.
Yeah. Do you want to see the poster
Yeah.
for that? Oh, let's get your live reaction to the poster for that.
I'm watching the Sonic live action movie completely ironically, and I'm gonna have a great.
Have you seen the poster? Please say you haven't seen the poster.
Is it the shadowy one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one
you
where
see-
he's like on the
But
ground.
have you seen the second poster?
Which second poster? I didn't know. There
Look
was
it up.
second
I didn't know there was a second poster either. Don't look. You're gonna get both of our raw reactions now.
I'm gonna love that movie. Completely ironically.
Dude, how about some Simon Belmont? Don't you like him in Smash?
Alrighty.
Yeah, he's cool.
This
I
is
like
a
him
real
lot.
poster, by the way.
What's up his legs? Oh no.
Oh,
Bro, what are they doing?
No. Why?
Yo, let me see it. Let me see it again.
Why? Why?
Bro, what is with
Why?
his legs?
That's so creepy.
We just have these 2 furry human-like legs.
Yeah, that's
over,
what it is.
Over the Golden Gate Bridge or
It wouldn't
something.
even be as bad if there weren't regular sneakers on his feet.
And the best part is right below his calf, which, by the way, Sonic's legs are sticks, and they've always been sticks.
Those are calves.
And now they are fully defined
Oh
calves.
God, he
That
works
looks so
out.
weird.
Sonic works out. And right next to his legs is writing, "Sonic was here."
Oh
No, it's not.
my God. My God. Who's making this movie?
I think I don't
Warner
know.
Brothers?
I would-
The producers of Fast and Furious.
That is the Universal?
Can we get Vin Diesel in there? Can we get Vin Diesel to race Sonic in his fucking Pontiac bitch ass thing.
But yeah, there's like an early concept poster that honestly doesn't look as bad as the other two.
For real?
Yeah.
It's the one with Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
Chris Pratt.
It's the
right?
one with Chris Pratt, and this is what Sonic looks like right here.
He
Yeah,
still
I
looks
saw
like
that one. I didn't see the one.
he
with
still
the-
looks like fucking Woody Woodpecker, the live action Woody
Yeah,
Woodpecker. That's not good.
That's a terrible movie, by the way.
I saw the Chris Pratt one. I thought that one was fake.
Oh no, it's like it might be fake. We're
Yeah,
not sure yet.
that's
Zoom in, enhance that image.
Yeah, that's the
that's
one
his
I saw.
eyeball outside of his.
Oh! I just noticed that.
Don't scream too loud. Don't scream too loud. There's an audio readout. But that is his eyeball.
Oh my God.
Outside of his.
I'm sorry. It's just that startling.
That is his eyeball outside of his iris.
Oh,
That's gonna.
no.
Or that is his iris outside of his eyeball.
This is
that
gonna be
what-
my favorite
Iris,
movie next
yeah.
year. I guarantee you.
Like, that's not cool. It's just, what are they gonna do? Did you?
Is Knuckles gonna be in the movie?
Knock knock, it's Knuckles. That's gonna be the end credit scene. It's gonna be knock knock, it's
No.
Knuckles. They're gonna set up for a
Don't-
sequel. They're gonna set up for a sequel. Okay, everyone on the internet, I flippin' called that. If it's the end credit scene,
I know there's gonna be other Sonic characters in an end credit scene.
Yeah, if there's gonna be an end credit
Amy
scene-
Rose,
Amy
Eggman.
Rose. Dude, Metal Sonic.
Sonic is going to meet a human companion, just like they did in Alvin and the Chipmunks. But that, okay, so that's a bad example because he already has a human companion in the show. But that's like, have you ever seen Hop? That horrible the horrible Easter movie?
Yeah.
Do you know who made that?
Universal.
Illumination.
Oh, no.
Why? Can you just stop making movies? Illumination. Here's my
Dear Illumination.
dear Illumination. This is my open letter to you.
Stop.
What? Why? What? Can you
You should have
either hire better writers, or because actually, okay,
stop setting the bar so low just because you can.
You know what's the worst part though?
What?
You seen the How to Train Your Dragon movies?
yeah.
They're really good, right? So I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that Illumination acquired the studio.
Yes, Illumination owns DreamWorks
But
now.
here's my question. I can't really get too mad at you, Illumination, buddy, pal, old friend, because you're for kids. You're for kids now. That's the thing. You're made for kids. I'm 19 years old. I'm in college. There's no more room for me watching Illumination films. But it ruins me to see you take things like the Grinch. I watched the Grinch when I was a little boy, and you ruined him. Why did you ruin the Grinch? But listen, it's just so stupid. But like, you really know that the end credit scene is gonna have the whole movie's gonna have Sonic team up with a human, and he's gonna be living in his house.
Okay.
And then Knuckles is gonna find him, knock on the door. It's gonna be first person perspective, and you're gonna see his stupid ass glove. And it's go dunk dunk dunk, and maybe the door breaks a little bit because of his knuckles. And then the guy opens the door and he goes knock knock, it's Knuckles, and then it's gonna go blah. To be continued. You know it's gonna happen.
all
and I'm
right,
calling it.
all right. But do you think Metal Sonic is going to be in the movie?
I hope so. He's gonna kick the shit out of Sonic.
It seems like the most obvious play.
Dude,
for
Jim
this kind of
Carrey
movie.
is Robotnik. Jim
Yes,
Carrey
he is
Robotnik.
Robotnik.
Yo, for real?
Yes, he is
Oh my
the
God.
Eggman.
Okay, so that movie actually might be worth seeing.
So Knuckles is not listed in.
There's a picture of it though. There is a picture somewhere.
Oh my God! Show me the picture on this audio-only podcast, please. Show me the picture so I can react.
Well, we'll just put it on in edit.
No, I want to do it now.
Put it in post.
Yeah, put it in post. I don't know how to edit.
This dude did the visual effects for Where the Wild Things Are, and that was a really good movie. But
He did the visual effects for
the director for the Sonic movie.
Oh, okay. Jim Carrey 2018. What are you doing, dude? What are you...
Here it is. Here it is.
Is that supposed to be Robotnik?
Yes.
Let me see.
He looks like Dr. Light. He looks like Dr. Light. There's no Robotnik in that. Why doesn't he have the red clothes? Why doesn't he have the little golden things on his chest? Why doesn't he have the red jacket? Why doesn't he have the mustache? Robotnik does not have white hair. He has ginger hair. He's a bald ginger with spectacles that are blue and you can't see his eyes.
Mustache.
And a mustache that looks like Teddy Roosevelt.
This is gonna be the best movie of the year. I'm calling it.
I'm sorry.
Whoa,
I got a little
statement.
heated.
There's
so I
a
started
Detective Pikachu as well.
Oh, that one is unironically gonna be good.
I mean, I would prefer that over what they have.
But no lie, I have a friend whose birthday is on the same day as the Sonic movie.
Are you gonna ruin it for him?
Yes, and the best part is he is a massive Sonic fan.
Yeah. Oh boy, aren't you though?
Not that much. Not really.
Jim Carrey plays dominoes with Donald Trump in new cartoon. That was 4 days ago. I really don't want to bring politics into this, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna skim over this. Jim Carrey offered his cartoon commentary on the sentencing of President Donald Trump's
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
No, we're good. We're good.
We see Jim Carrey's a little busy these days.
Yeah, we see he's a little bit into politics. I just really don't listen. I choose before the one person that's ever gonna view this video puts in the comments, "Oh, you don't like the politics." I don't. Okay, it ruins things. I don't like to talk about it, especially on a comedy podcast. So we're not gonna do it.
If you want a political podcast,
go to fucking NPR.
Like and subscribe.
No.
And then go to another channel.
Oh yeah. Like and subscribe to me. Watch all my videos, but then just fuck off. Listen, okay, but for real though, I've been meaning. So we've been trying to get this podcast off the ground for a little bit, but there's this guy that subscribed to me a while back, and I meant to shout him out as soon as he did, but we didn't do the podcast. Shout out to the horse slappers. The horse slappers, I know you're out there. I hope you're going to watch this video because you're tight and I love you and I'm glad to have you on board. I appreciate your subscription. We're going to have a lot more podcast content coming out because I really don't know what else to do. I edit JoJo's Bizarre Adventure memes, but but other than that, I feel like a podcast would be a lot better for my content that I want to make.
Once our good friend Victor is done here with JoJo, then maybe we got something there.
Well, I'm in the beginning of part 3.
Part 3.
Yeah,
Everybody be sure to spoil it in the comments.
Thank you. Victor's not going to look at this podcast. You're not going to watch my shit. Yeah, I know you. You hate me.
No, I don't hate you. I'll watch.
I don't hate you. I just dislike you.
I just won't read the comments if anyone's going to spoil it. I'm into it right now.
You don't go into the YouTube comments. The horse slappers, listen to me. If you comment on this video, I will like it and I will favorite it and I will pin it. But anyone else that comments on this video, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. Just kidding. I've just opened myself up to like a million hate comments.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Good job.
I'm just kidding though. I'm just kidding. But the horse slappers, please comment. I want to see if you're still out there. Anyway, the horse slappers is the real MVP. Yeah. Anyway, so God, what do we do next?
What was the second topic? We were talking about Smash Bros. Right?
Oh yeah, we could talk about Smash Bros. So, but like, so I mean, how far are we in?
We're like 50 minutes in.
15
right?
minutes. Let's go for a little while longer. So anything?
Incineroar sucks.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that. You did it good. Yes, he saved it. Sean saved my own podcast.
Incineroar sucks for many reasons. The first being it deconfirmed the Grinch League.
Yeah. Oh my God, we didn't finish talking about the Grinch League.
Yeah, we kind of.
We didn't finish talking about the Grinch League. Okay, so let's talk about Incineroar first and how fucking stupid. Okay, I know Sean.
All right.
I know Sean loves Pokemon, right? Sean is a Pokemon lover. He loves to do the Pokemon. However, I really feel like Incineroar's inclusion was literally just the team, like Sakurai holding the team at gunpoint and locking all the doors and being like, hey, you need to put a Pokemon in here, a new Pokemon, or I'm not gonna let you go home. So they were like, Sun and Moon is the new one. How about Incineroar? That sounds good. And so they were like, yeah, he's a wrestler. He punches people. Put him in. It's just so uninspired.
It's like an obvious pick, yeah, but honestly, I don't like it. I don't know if you recall me before Smash came out. I was like, oh, these Incineroar reeks. I hope they're not real. Incineroar is like such a low-hanging fruit. Please
That's
don't
what
put
it is.
Incineroar.
That's the exact term I want to use. A low-hanging fruit.
It's a low-hanging fruit, and it's another fully evolved fire starter where we already have Charizard.
Yeah.
Right? So we also have Greninja, a fully evolved water starter. So logically, we should have a fully evolved grass starter. What grass starter is already in a fighting game?
Yeah, for real.
There's two of them. There's Sceptile, and then there's Decidueye.
I don't want to see Sceptile though. Oh wait,
no, Sceptile will look cool.
Wait, no, Sceptile. Yeah, I thought you were talking about
the Gen 3 in
what's the snake bitch from
Serperior?
Serperior. Don't put Serperior in the game. They're gonna come out with DLC. It's gonna be Superior.
Superior's gonna be the.
I would say this though. K. Rool needs.
Once you download the Superior DLC, you literally no longer have access to play as any other Pokemon in our game. Thank you very much, Masahiro Sakurai signing out.
I was gonna say that K. Rool needs a nerf.
No, he doesn't.
So does Ganondorf, honestly.
No,
plug me in. I'm finna play K. Rool.
No.
A and tilt. That's it.
Yeah, honestly.
Hey, this is an honest comment right here because this was happening all throughout Smash 4. Don't make it nerf culture. Don't start nerfing everything just because.
Oh yeah.
Buff things. Don't nerf everything.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that works too.
I think, and back to Incineroar, just so that I can point out, his moveset is so uninspired. The fact that he's in is already uninspired, but his down special is a counter. Oh, I wonder how many other characters in the game have counters. First, before you rebuttal, because I know you're going to. Second, what is it? His side B is the thing where he throws you into the ring, right?
Yeah. His side B. This one's actually interesting. I
like that one.
I was reading on the subreddit. It's based on a move that's called the Irish Whip, and the move itself is not like a Pokemon move. It's called the Alolan Whip.
No,
Because it's an Alolan Pokemon.
it's Alolan Nene.
Yeah, Alolan Whip.
God.
Alolan...
Oh no, okay,
I
no.
dated it again.
All right.
I dated it again. It's not even okay. So now it's even further dated because nobody even does the whip Nene meme.
Yeah, but I will say that
I'm gonna whip that Nene.
it is obvious that Incineroar is kind of just supposed to be a fighting type Pokemon, but at the last minute they were like, oh, let's make it a dark type. But the way they made it a dark type, I think, is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And this is kind of straying a bit off of Smash, but I think it works because like we had him like come into the fighting ring as like a wrestler, and the whole point of Incineroar is that he has a persona, right? It's a heel, which is basically the bad guy wrestler, you know, like Tiger Mask has like the black tiger mask.
Like a tiger mask.
I don't know his name, but like I find that like a little bit cool that they managed to sneak the dark type in. But other than that, he is just another bipedal firefighting type.
It's just tiring, and then his up B is trash. He literally, if you
It's
don't,
not that bad. I mean, if you're like doing it on stage, it does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you can barely recover ever.
So yeah, and it's the thing. I enjoy up Bs that have offensive potential, but they just don't. You're not supposed to use the up B for an offensive move. You're supposed to use it for a recovery. So it's good if it has an offensive aspect to it, but you don't want to make the up B purely for offense, which is what I feel it is.
Maybe we should like stray away from Incineroar because you know he really is a heel.
Aha, funny Grinch. Can we? Is there a way you can make the Grinch like as a me?
Probably.
We should try that. After
Well,
this.
we're gonna try that. We're gonna try that, and I just want to close this off by saying the Grinch theme in the Illumination movie. How can you drop the ball so hard?
Well, it's Tyler the Creator. He's
Really good. He's good.
He's
good.
He's
got
good, but
raw
all
talent.
his songs are like "Da, ba, beep, 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 ba, 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 beep, beep." It's like
I haven't heard any of his stuff.
yeah,
from the
but
Grinch.
like, why did they feel the need to make it like borderline rap with children chorus? Like, what is this? The 1990s?
I mean, it could work. He's a really good artist. I
mean,
haven't heard anything from the Grinch.
I don't doubt that his artistry is decent, but I just feel like that's like asking DMX to do the fucking Grinch theme. It's like it's a little bit too adult, I think.
yeah.
Especially you guys were saying how safe it was. The movie.
Yeah, and if you're gonna, it's okay. So that's another point for me to bring up about Illumination doesn't know who their audience is, because it's like if you're gonna get Tyler the Creator to do the theme, that is a selling point that is meant for an older audience. And so you're gonna pull an older audience into a movie that is still made for 6 to 11-year-olds. It's like it's confusing. They're confused. Illumination, are you confused? Because I can help you. I can help you. Please don't hire me because I wouldn't be caught dead in your fucking studio. But just don't hire me. No, don't hire me. Don't listen to what I'm saying, but listen to what I'm saying, okay?
It's hip with the kids, you know?
It's hip with the kids.
hip
We
with-
all listen to Tyler the Creator.
And it keeps the same lyrics as the original song, so what's the harm of making it, you really are a heel, Mr. Grinch?
It's no big deal. I just think it's a little messy. That's all.
Yeah, and he also didn't have termites in his smile, so the song is redundant.
Yeah, his teeth are like fucking
pearly white.
pearly. He goes to the fucking dentist twice a week, and you got termites in your smile. Actually, it's an A+ smile, dude. Where'd you get that smile, bro?
He rinses out the termites.
Yeah, I don't want termites in my teeth. What's that in my theme song? Some garbage.
What's that in my theme song?
What's that in my theme song?
I'm gonna steal the original theme song and make it rap.
Rap, rap, rappity, rap. God, I thought there was something else I wanted to say about Smash Brothers.
Smash Mothers.
Don't
Smash Mothers. Don't. Unless you're the Grinch.
Unless you're the Grinch.
No,
Yeah, unless you're Grinch.
You're Grinch.
I am Grinch. I am Grinch. Yo, okay, so I think anybody have any last things about Smash Brothers or anything at all?
Not really.
Nah, man.
All right. Well, this has been great. My friend Victor, can you where can we find you? Where can we check you out?
What do you mean?
What do you have an Instagram? Do you have a Snapchat that you want to put out, or do you want to keep it private?
I'll keep it private for now.
Okay,
In
cool.
a bit,
for
though.
now.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, because he may be on, he may not be. This is
I'm speaking directly to the audience now. Hey, everyone. This podcast, I don't really want to do it on my own because I don't feel like I can sustain a conversation with no one long enough to be interesting. But I want to have many people on. Sean and Victor are really good friends, so I would like to have them on as much as possible, but don't expect them on every episode because I'm going to try and find new guests each time. But they can be a lot of return guests, which I'm hoping there will be.
It's a
of
pretty bold assumption to assume they're gonna like us.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still putting it out there. I'm still doing what I'm doing. But yeah, so anyway, thank you guys for being on. This has been excellent. And so now we're probably gonna end it here, and then oh god, Stampede! It's a Stampede!